Hey everybody, it's Greg. It's another episode of Unbreakable. What a show today, yeah? I'm feeling a little gray, so I got my gray Phillies hat on to match my mood. Actually, we're going to break down yesterday's brutal loss, but it is Saturday, October 21st. I actually am not as depressed as most people in the Delaware Valley are right now. I'm not. It was a brutal loss last night. Uh, that blowing a 5-2 lead in a playoff game stinks. It shouldn't happen. It's unacceptable. Um, do they need to win tonight? Yes. But even if they lose tonight, God forbid, it's not the end of the world yet because don't forget, and I said this from the beginning, Arizona has to win one game in Philadelphia. Now, do you really think Arizona is going to win in front of our raucous crowd? We're going to be bloodthirsty on Monday. Can you imagine those people? Uh, they have to win a game. And if they do, more power to them. And they deserve to win, right? Uh, Phillies, Arizona needs to win a game in Philadelphia, regardless. Phillies lose tonight. They come back home. You don't want it to happen, but they may have to win Monday and Tuesday at home. But that could possibly happen. All right, let's talk about yesterday before we talk about tonight's game. And I want to give you my NFL pick. We've been doing pretty good on that the last 2 weeks. So I want to give you that before the end of the show. So, yesterday, so much to talk about. Um, First of all, Craig Kimbrell stinks. He's done. Stick a fork in him. He is toast. He's done. He's done. He's done. I don't want to ever see the guy ever again. He stinks. This is why the Dodgers did not put him on their playoff roster last season. How about that? Kimbrel did a fine job for the Phillies earlier in the season. He's run out of gas. This exactly what happened when he was with LA. And he's been with so many other teams. He's a great relief pitcher in his time, but his time is gone. And who do I blame for yesterday's loss? A lot of people. But Kimbrel, certainly Kimbrel. But Thompson, the manager, is the one who put Kimbrel in the game. And Kimbrel, number one, cannot pitch. You want a treat here? I'm doing my podcast with you guys. And Bud, my friend Bud, is here and he wants a lean treat. I snack on these sometimes too. Okay, Bud, let me do this. Meanwhile, let me multitask. You know, I'm 108 years old, and I'm trying to do two things at once here. Uh, the thing is, I blame the manager for putting Kimbrel in the damn game, and manager screwed up the game. A lot of people say, "Oh, the manager players got to play." That is true, but there you go, bud. What happened is, first of all, he took Sanchez out of the game too soon yesterday. Sanchez was doing okay. Let him pitch 4 or 5 innings. That way, it's less your bullpen's going to pitch, right? That's number one. Number two, after he took Sanchez out of the game after 11 batters, uh, why are you bringing Hoffman in the game in the third inning? Hoffman is one of your best relievers now. He should be pitching later in the game. You don't bring him in the third inning. You bring in a guy. Why is Lorenzen and Walker on the roster if you're not going to use them? And that was the perfect time to use those guys because they're both starters and they could be long relievers. You bring in a Lorenzen and you let him pitch a few innings, maybe from the third to the fifth, the third to the sixth, shortens the game. That's bullpen guys that you have to use. Ah, eh. So here's the thing. You want another one? Jesus. Um, this daddy is too generous to these guys. Daddy, don't you wish I was your daddy? Oh my God. So that's the thing. If I blame Thompson at all, it's putting Kimbrel in the game there. He had no choice. I mean, he boxed himself in so bad. He used his best relievers early on that he really had no choice. Alvarado was leaking oil. You know, he wasn't going to go very far in that game. And unless you were going to bring in Lorenzen or Walker, you were stuck with Kimbrel. Uh, there you go, big guy. Okay. So, I hate bullpen games to begin with, and that began with Tampa Bay. Blame Tampa Bay, Kevin Cash or whatever the hell his name is, the manager there. It's an analytic thing. Again, analytics are ruining sports, are ruining baseball. Tampa Bay started with this crap. They called it an opener, where you use a bullpen guy to open the game, and then you have other bullpen guys come in. It's stupid. It's stupid. Think about it. You're in game 4 of the National League Championship Series to earn the right to go to the freaking World Series, and you're using bullpen. You're having bullpen games. The Arizona did the same thing, and it's no better for them either. You mean to tell me you don't have a fourth starter in your rotation that can pitch in the playoffs? I mean, Jesus, come on. Stop with the analytics already. Anyway, so Sanchez should have went further. You don't use Hoffman that early. Later in the game, stay away from Kimbrel. He can't pitch 2 days in a row, much less 1 day in a row. What the hell is wrong with Alec Bohm? He gets thrown out on the bases. He looks like a deer in headlights. He looks like he's scared. Alec Bohm, you played in the playoffs last year. What are you doing? Wake up. Bryson Stott, who I love, wake up. Nick Castellanos, 1 hit out of what, 16 now in play. Wake up in this series, okay? We know what they're doing. They're trying to pitch around Bryce Harper. They're trying to pitch around Trey Turner. They're trying to pitch around Kyle Schwarber. They're only giving them strikes maybe once or twice at a bat, okay? The other pitches are balls. They're hoping that these guys chase them in the dirt or over their heads. Stop with it. These other guys in the lineup need to step up. Boom, Stott, Castellanos, what are you doing? JT gave us a big hit yesterday. Thank you, JT. Even Rojas had a triple. What are these other 3 guys doing? Wake up already, okay? You're in the playoffs. That reminds me. Overconfidence. The Phillies, they had this confidence, winning 10-0. Were they smelling themselves going into Arizona? Is that what they were doing? Are they fooling themselves? Oh my God. Stop already. Garrett Stubbs, I love you as a player. You hustle. You're a good little ball player. You bring a lot of enthusiasm to the team, but shut the hell up. He's saying, oh, we're going to celebrate. We're going to win in Arizona. We're going to celebrate. We're all going to jump in their swimming pool over the outfield fence. Didn't you learn anything? Remember Arcia or whatever the hell his name is on Atlanta? And he said about Attaboy Harper, and it gave Bryce a bye, bye. It gave Harper the even extra motivation. Don't you learn anything from that? Diamondback manager used that last night saying, well, we're motivated. The backup catcher is saying he's going to swim in our pool. Jesus. You don't need to do that, Garrett Stubbs. You don't need to give them more bulletin board motivation, right? Went into Arizona. You could have stepped on their necks. You could have said, okay, we're going to the World Series, right? Even with 1 freaking game, and then you go on. But no. And then you give them extra motivation by making a stupid remark like that. Garrett Stubbs, shut the hell up. Oh, my God. These guys are acting like they won something already. You haven't won anything. Nothing. You didn't even win the division. So stop. Stop thinking you're better than what you are. All those people have said, well, maybe this is good. They need to be humbled. Yeah, in one way, they do need to be humbled. But it's never good to lose a playoff game. You don't want to lose a playoff game just to be humbled. That's stupid, too. Yeah. The Phillies are very disappointing. I look at the Phillies like a relationship. Listen to this. We fell in love with this team, right? Because there was a bond between this team and the fans. When I went to photo night back in early August, met some of these guys, people were out there. These guys are like rock stars. They come on the field, the girls start screaming. People are just, they love this team. They love this team. And what it is now, it's like they're breaking our hearts. It's like a relationship when your heart gets broken. Like if somebody cheats on you or they something like that, right? That's what they're doing. We fell in love with this team, and they're breaking our hearts now. Let's just hope they don't break it all the way. Let's hope that they win tonight, win the damn series. Whether you have to win 2 in Philadelphia or whether you win tonight and win 1 in Philadelphia, you have to win the damn series. Even more so because it looks like the Houston Astros are going to get back to the World Series again. They won 3 games in Texas. Texas really, really, really is choking, aren't they? Oh my God. Talk about hearing footsteps. Houston, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Houston is their daddy. Oh my God. And it makes me sick to see that weaselly little punk, that cheating Jose Altuve hit the big 3-run homer yesterday to give Houston the win. Oh, that makes me sick. This is perfect, Phillies. Go in, win this series, go and kick the Astros' ass, and then revenge. Everybody in the country will be cheering for you because they hate this cheating, stinking Astros. I'm so upset. But the Phillies are blowing it. They're blowing it. They're blowing it. They're blowing it. Can you imagine what this town is going to be like if, God forbid, the Phillies lose this series? People will be jumping off the upper deck at Citizens Bank Park. I tell you what, John Middleton can't be happy either. How many jerseys are going to be given as Christmas presents this year? How many season tickets are going to be sold if this team chokes in the playoffs? Huh? All right. I'm coming down. But, it is disappointing. That's probably the best word I could use at this point. Disappointing because we had our hopes pinned to this Phillies team. They were going to go into Arizona, into Phoenix, and take care of business. I even played the freaking song the other day for you, taking care of business. And they're not taking care of business. They look scared. They look like they're overconfident, cocky even. They're not hitting the ball. The bullpen is imploding. The starters are good. I mean, we have Wheeler and Nola coming up, and they've done good. You can't blame the starters. Can't blame the starters. The team is not hitting the ball. And you know what? They don't hit home runs, even though Schwarber hit one yesterday. They don't win. JT hit a ball that should have been a home run in Philadelphia, right? But here's the thing. Chase Field is different. It's a pitcher's park. It's huge. Phillies have never done very well at Chase Field. Why? Because it could be a lot of reasons, but number one is it's a pitcher's park. And this team that the Phillies have, they're built to hit home runs. They're built for a park like Citizens Bank Park. They're not built for a ballpark like Chase Field. They're not. So is it any surprise that the Phillies are having trouble scoring runs out there? Chase Field, you hit an occasional home run, fine, but you really have to put rallies together, singles and doubles. Chase Field is built for doubles and triples, big gaps, right? Get your doubles, take your walks, don't chase bad pitches in the dirt, build rallies, 5-run rallies. What happened to that? You go from winning 10-0 to this? Oh, Jesus. So here's the deal. Game 5 is tonight. I expect the Phillies to win. I mean, Zach Wheeler is on the mound. He's pitched great in the playoffs. They have Zach Gallen, who is 2 runs. His ERA is 2 runs better at home than it is on the road. He's going to be tough. I expect a low-scoring game and a close game, maybe 4-3, 4-3-ish. Hopefully, Phillies. Zach Wheeler better go 8 innings tonight because this bullpen is fried. They need a long game from Zach Wheeler. Did you just leave gas in here? Jesus, bud. It happens, especially when you get old like we are. Right, bud? What can I say? I need to keep a can of air freshener next to the computer. I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's say that Zach Wheeler wins tonight. He's got to win tonight. Okay, the bats need to come alive against Zach Allen. I don't know how alive they are, but they need to get clutch hits. Clutch. It would be nice to get the lead early again, right? It would be nice to score 4 runs in the first inning, so you don't all this drama doesn't happen again in the game. What I worry about is Zach Wheeler is going to go 7, 8 innings, and then the bullpen's going to come in and blow it at the end. Ugh, no wonder I have heartburn. Jesus. Anyway, let's hope the Phillies win tonight. They go up 3-2 in the series. They come back and take care of business on Monday, right? Aaron Nola is going on Monday. And guess what? I hit the lottery yesterday. I got tickets for Game 7. I was saying, I hope I don't need this, but I got them. Down the third baseline. I don't want there to be a Game 7. I really don't. I will gladly give up the Game 7, get my money back for the Phillies to get in the World Series. That's how bad I want this. But just in case, I got Game 7 tickets. What the hell? And if somebody's going to go ahead 3-2 today, the clincher either way will be Monday. There may be a Game 7. I don't know. It's just. So let's see what happens tonight. Let's think positive, okay? Phillies are going to do it tonight. They're going to take 1 out of 3 games in Arizona. That's fine. You know what? Phillies win this series. We're going to forget all about this. We're going to say the adversity only will make the victory sweeter in the end, right? Let's look at it that way. I mean, sometimes you got to go through a lot of crap and a lot of bad stuff to get to the good stuff, right? And then it's even more sweeter. Let's look at it that way. If we look at it the other way, we're going to get really depressed. I don't feel like crying right now. I just don't. Hey, the NFL pick. Hey, well, first of all, I think our Eagles are going to win Sunday night. I'm probably crazy after the pathetic effort they put in against the Jets last week. Jalen Hurts is not going to play that badly 2 games in a row. I can't believe he will. Eagles are home on national TV. Kelly Greens are out. Yes, the Dolphins are a handful. Yes, they are fast. Yes, the Eagles are still banged up, and their secondary is really worse. Yes, I understand all that. But I just got a feeling the Eagles are going to win tomorrow. But that's not my pick. My pick tomorrow is A.J. Brown getting at least 125 yards receiving. Why do I say that? Because in the last 4 games, A.J. Brown has gotten at least 125 yards receiving. Now, if he gets it again tomorrow, that's 5 games in a row, and he joins an elite class. Only one other receiver in the history of the NFL has ever gotten 125 games of receiving yards, not games, 125 yards of receiving in a game, 5 games in a row. I think that was Jerry Rice. Anyway, A.J. Brown knows this. Jalen Hurts knows this. They're friends. Jalen Hurts is going to get A.J. Brown the ball tomorrow, early and often. I wouldn't be surprised if he had 8 to 10 catches, but that's not my play. My play is actually better because I looked it up. You could get, I think the line is the odds are like plus 300 and something. Wow. For him to get 120 yards. So he doesn't even have to get 125, although that's the record. That's part of the record. So that's the play. A.J. Brown, at least 120 yards. You're going to have to go in under alternate yards received and get that. But that's the pick because I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I've worked myself up enough. Now, I may not be on tomorrow, although, I'm thinking maybe I will be on tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. Either I'm going to be on tomorrow to bitch again about another Phillies loss, or I'm going to be on tomorrow, Sunday morning, let's say about 11:30-ish, 12 o'clock. I'm going to be on, and we're going to be celebrating a Phillies victory. The Phillies coming back home to wrap the series up on Monday. On the way to the World Series. Think positive. So I will be. It's going to be I will be on tour. It's going to be a special, special, special show. I usually take Sunday off to rest, even God rested. But in this circumstance, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm going to be on tomorrow morning, late morning, to either cry with you guys or have a good time. All right, well, enjoy the game tonight. Hang in there. Phillies are going to win this series, one way or the other. They are going to win the series, and they're going to go on to the World Series, and they're probably going to play those stinking, cheating, sniveling Houston Astros. And the Eagles are going to win tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good weekend. Right now, I feel like crap, but it's going to be a good. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope you will tune in with me tomorrow on the Unbreakable Podcast again. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Go Phillies.